To the West Bank next, where witnesses say that Israeli settlers have attacked one of the Palestinian directors of the Oscar-winning film No Other Land. According to Jewish American activists who filmed the incident and say they were also attacked, Hamdan Ballal was beaten up by a group of settlers. Footage posted online then shows Ballal being taken away by Israeli soldiers. Israel's army accuses Ballal of throwing rocks when it came to break up clashes between the groups. All right, let's get more on this from journalist Balik Sladin in Tel Aviv. Balik, do we know more about what exactly happened here?
Well, the co-director of No Other Land, the Israeli one, Yuval Ibrahim, said that his friend Bilal Hamdan was taken while he was in an ambulance, and that's after he was attacked by Israeli settlers that arrived to his home in Susia in the south of the West Bank. And he was arrested and taken to custody without knowing his fate currently. Now, the IDF statement points on a different direction, let's say. They are saying that the incident actually started when a number of Palestinians threw stones on Israeli settlers and vehicles. One of them is a minor. 3 were injured from the settlers, and only then more settlers arrived and threw back stones as well. And when the army arrived to the area in south of Hebron, they were also attacked by the Palestinians. And as a result of that, 3 Palestinians were arrested. One of them is Bilal Hamdan, and another Israeli settler was arrested as well. And they are actually denying that he was arrested while he was in an ambulance. He was just taken in a military vehicle.
Do we know where Bilal Hamdan is now and what his state is?
Well, Susia and the area of South Hebron is in Area C, actually, which is part of the areas that are under civil and military Israeli rule, according to the Oslo Accords in 1994. So he was taken to an Israeli police station. And of course, using if he was taken to hospital, he would be using also an Israeli ambulance to an Israeli hospital as well. So he is currently being investigated in an Israeli police station, and eyewitnesses talking to Israeli media said that he was actually bleeding from his nose. He was actually injured, and he was handcuffed, and also his eyes were covered.
There has also not been any let-up in violent attacks on Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. How is this impacting the humanitarian situation there?
Well, definitely a lot. We see that even on a daily basis, or at least on a weekly basis, we see attacks by Israeli settlers in the West Bank against Palestinians' homes, and of course, Palestinians themselves and their agricultural land. That's something that is heating up a lot in the area, and it didn't start only recently. It maybe was driven up by the events in Gaza and the fact that after October 7th, that's something that, of course, have affected the situation. And unfortunately, the Israeli government is not dealing with that. Actually, it is neglecting what is happening there. And that's why we see that the settlers continue without any limitation, without any restrictions. This is very concerning for the Israeli security establishment. They are saying that this could lead to more clashes in the West Bank, at least a front that is maybe under control currently, while the other areas like Gaza, of course, Lebanon, Syria, are also active. So the Israeli security officials are saying that the government should actually deal with the settlers there in order to calm down the situation and not cause any more violence in the West Bank, and maybe more waves of attacks by the Palestinians there.
Journalist Balik Sladin in Tel Aviv. Thanks so much.